Hi, I'm Terrence Culler here in Leesburg, Virginia with my wife.
Hi, I'm Tamara Culler.
Yeah, and we like to share a couple of recent projects that we've had done over the last year. As you can see, one is our basement bar that we're sitting in. This was completed by Bullrun.
Kitchen and bath.
Kitchen and bath, thank you. and they really brought our dreams to life. After backing up after a year and a half or 2 years of pandemic life, my wife and I said, we need to create a home that we actually want to be in. And when we started, we did the kitchen with another contractor, and we had some experiences there. And when it was time to do the basement and the master bathroom, we said, okay, let's go back to the drawing board, and we interviewed several companies, including Bullrun Kitchen and Bath, and had several people out to give us mock-ups of what we were envisioning. And this is part of what we ended up with today that you'll be seeing, which is our basement bar housing my whiskey collection over the last 20 years, and our master bathroom. And I feel that we were able to create the whiskey collection sort of bar of my dreams, as well as for my collection, and master bathroom of our dreams. Would you say so, Tamara?
I would, and I think if we want to talk about why we chose Bullrun Kitchen and Bath, and Charlie specifically, I think the biggest thing was, one, he understood what precisely we wanted in terms of the basement bar as well as the bathroom. So we'll start with the basement. Just as we look around, we'll see certain elements from the display wall to, which is back in here with some niches, and then as well as just all of the different things. But most importantly, he was the first person and the only person actually to talk about expanding the size of the bar. We came out about 2 feet. So the original bar was about 2 feet back.
To the point of Charlie at Bullrun Kitchen and Bath, as I stated earlier, we interviewed countless companies that came out. They did their mock-ups. Some came in late, some did not. Some were just really a pull and replace kind of job. And we really didn't have a budget in mind. We just wanted to see what could be created. And Charlie came through very organized on the front end, very professional. When it was time to meet, he was here on time. If he wasn't, he was calling. Then the designs, they came through 3D, digital, AutoCAD, I think is what the engineers would say they utilize, one of those type programs. But we really got to see our vision come to life. And you knew that the person that put it together actually listened to you, which we appreciated. And at that point, it was, okay, let's just go. And I always say the arc of a good salesperson is to push you one way or the other, to shorten your budget, to expand your budget, but most importantly, to meet what your desired outcome is. And we're extremely happy with the job that Bullrun Kitchen and Bath, because it wasn't just Charlie. Charlie was the glue, he was the point guard of the situation, but the contractors, the general manager for the job, everyone was professional the entire 4 months that they were living in our home, to the extent where we have started another project with them to convert our office to a library, as well as the laundry room. So sooner or later we'll run out of reasons to spend time with Bullrun Kitchen and Bath, and the wallet surely won't feel bad about that. But nevertheless, it's been a joy working with them, and we almost look to places in our lives that aren't where we want them to be around the house and go, okay, we need to call Charlie to do this.
So upstairs, the vision there was for a classic look, black and white. Charlie was very helpful in helping to add some modern elements. So there are some splashes of gold, but more importantly, there are all of our finishes, the faucets, the shower heads are all titanium, which really adds a really nice element of modern because it almost has a black finish versus something that's super shiny, and then it makes the gold elements really pop in a way that don't become somewhat cliched. They're there, but really in an accent. And then when you look at the countertops, you have all of those different elements melded together. So when you look, you can see how everything intersperses. And then along the top, the crown molding is also something that really helps to finish off the room. It is, I believe, triple crown molding, all done in black throughout the room, which really, I think, finished everything off and added a great feel of refinement to the space. When we were interviewing contractors, Charlie was the first and the only person to actually come in and say, let's rearrange the way that things are laid out. So that was a big plus because I had ideas, but the creativity there to rearrange and move the different elements of the bathroom around was not one that I'd had given thought to. My vision was more of a classical look, black and white, perhaps with some gold accents, and that's where we started. The process of looking through the materials was interesting because despite black and white, which can air to more of a modern look, I wanted to have a nod to the traditional. But we were able to do that. I think the countertops are probably the biggest portion of it. So we like movement, we like things that have some life, some energy. And the first time the word quartz was mentioned to me, it was definitely not well received. But Charlie actually introduced us to a piece of quartz that if you did not know it was quartz or were not familiar with the material, you would think it was granite. The movement, the colors, everything perfectly, I would say, captured what I had in my head that I couldn't necessarily articulate verbally. That was that, and then just the black accents, the gold pieces, and with that, there's some design elements in terms of a piece behind the tub that adds a bit of a modern flair, as well as within the niches in the shower, which, by the way, is approximately, 6 feet? 6 feet wide, 3 shower heads, steam shower as well. So we got to have a lot of different elements. My vanity area covers a huge amount of space and includes a small sink for him, and a sink and a makeup area for myself. And there's also adequate storage and a tub that really is one of the focal points when you enter the space. We have actually recommended Bullrun Kitchen and Bath to a couple of people within our neighborhood that have inquired. Just given the amount of time that we had, we'll call them visitors, at the house for about 4 months. And we clearly appreciate the work. We have them coming in, again, as Terrence mentioned earlier. And every time we talk, we seem to find something else for them to work on. So definitely would highly recommend the company to anyone looking to update their home.